Only 8 remains. Only 8 teams remains. Welcome back to Conversation Call. The biggest football tournament on earth has reached one of the most exciting stages of the quarterfinals. Out of 48 teams that started this historic World Cup across the United States of America, Canada, Mexico, only 8 teams remain. Dreams have been shattered. Giants have fallen. New heroes have emerged. Today we are breaking down every quarterfinal matchup, looking at each team journey, key players, tactical battles, predictions, and who has the best chance of lifting the FIFA World Cup in America, New Jersey Stadium on 19th of June. Let's get started. So if you look at the round of 32 going to the round of 16, the round of 32 started with Germany playing Portugal, Germany playing Paraguay. Paraguay has to qualify from that group. France qualifying. South Africa, Canada going through. Netherlands, Mexico, and Morocco going through. Portugal, Croatia. Portugal went through. Spain, Austria. Spain went through. United States versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. The United States of America went through. Belgium playing Senegal, and Belgium went through. Brazil, Japan. Brazil went through from that stage. Cote d'Ivoire, Norway went through. Mexico, Ecuador. Mexico went through. England, DR Congo. England went through. Argentina, Capo Verde. Argentina went through. Australia, Egypt went through. Switzerland, Algeria. Switzerland went through. Colombia, Ghana. Ghana were knocked out by Colombia. The round of 16. Paraguay met France. France had to show them where power lies. Canada, Morocco beat them by 3-0. Portugal versus Spain. Cristiano Ronaldo's last game for Portugal. Moreno putting Spain through. Belgium versus the United States of America. Balogun did not even touch the ball in the whole game. Belgium had to cheat the United States of America where power lies. Brazil, Norway. The Vikings rule. The rule boys. They went through. Erling Haaland. 2 goals on that day. Mexico versus England. What a game. Jude Bellingham. 2 goals on that night. Jerome Kwanzaa. Red card. Harry Kane had to score a penalty and also considered one for England. So that match ended 3-2 in favor of England. England had to go through on that stage. Argentina versus Egypt. A lot of controversies. But Argentina had to go through. Enzo Fernandez with the last goal. Switzerland has to knock Colombia out on penalties. Switzerland knocking Colombia out on penalties. Who's going to go through? Today, France is playing Morocco at the Boston Stadium. Who will next that one house? Who's going to win that one tonight? Tomorrow, Belgium is playing Spain. So we have 2 games on Saturday. Norway playing England and Argentina playing Switzerland. Only 8 teams remain. Who's going to be in the 4? Who is going to be in the 4? Welcome to Conversation Code. where every code or where every conversation has a code. I'm not going to do this alone. I'll bring my guys in very soon. Mr. Johnson to say, until count. Success.
Yeah, my boss.
Bibi aboko there.
I mean, I don't know. We are boko now, so
Nyame adom bi aboko. I'm just a bit Menya Johnson. Mr.
mpacho
Johnson,
mate.
bibi aboko there. I said Mr. Johnson connection is still or should we do Mujuma?
Oh,
Success. Yeah, fat round of 32 no round of 16 no. Match be na I think the Yenka Egypt in Argentina sem no. Which one fascinated you more? Like what you know, go focus na you mama Argentina, yes. Do you think that Egypt was at fault for losing that game?
yes, please. They were at big fault. In fact, I told you our other podcast that I don't understand why African teams in Somalia they just lose concentration. Different like I mean, see, I said, Ojo Juan and they were blaming the referee was at fault. Referee now you say. To be honest, I didn't see anything the referee did bad. It was due to your tactical indiscipline that led to it because all the three goals I didn't see any cheating there. It's just that for instance Argentina for no minimum way they mobilize themselves. They have a very good leader in Lionel Messi. When the second goal went in, he mobilized his boys, told them that no, the battle is not over. Let's fight. So you know who lead it 2-0. You need to be tactically disciplined. What gyina hɔ look at your friends yɛde 13 minutes ɛhyɛ mu your friends with three goals and we all especially Africa has a deɛ metumi aka because ɛyɛ ade a yɛhu with Arab teams no so ɔmo hyɛ wɔ anaasɛ wohyɛ ɔmo a this is what they behave say ɔmo kɔ say na like yɛyɛ wei yɛkɔ se wei bia nti me deɛ the question deɛ the Egyptians friends fail to protect their lead and it was snatched out of their hands. That is what I can say.
But don't you think that some of the referee decisions probably could have gone in favor of the Egyptians though?
Oh, but me, I believe in one thing. What's it? Akesifo no, ebi betria fa nketewa no so. Like I don't. Let's bring it into reality. I don't expect a Meko baby. Like I'll go to a huge place and maybe President Mahama's son will come, and the same like treatment they will give to President Mahama's son, they will give it to me. No, you are playing against a defending champion. Some of the rules in there, a bit true, kakra, a bit there, intermediate or hot the MTS. But at least you were leading by 2 goals. What did you do? Protect your own lead. Make sure that your defense is solid. Like the last goal, it kills me. How can you go on a counter with your friend saying, "Okay, then I wait down one time," like you say. And Motala ne saa de wei meka Motala saa de wei twam ongyae saa de wei obi penalty box a na wahyɛ da de ne nan abɔ ne nan na wahyɛ da atɔ penalty box wey nya EPL wey yɛ FIFA World Cup which everything you do will be reviewed. So the Egyptians let their down.
But on that day, I felt like it's probably some of the decisions should have gone for the Egyptians. You understand? Like, and I will
Okay.
but yeah, we are playing a fair tournament. We are not playing a tournament that say, oh, and the Akasifonu Yanko, and the Sakasifonu Yanko, the India Yambo Bear 4 teams per more.
Oh, me ka say akatifoni na nko me ka say some of the privileges be kwa ma no. Well, you know, but oh, say Cape she no. We all saw the performance of the Cape Verdeans. You will say, like even though say Cape Verde for the first time, some small mistakes you know way. And it was as me go na ma Cape Verde for free. But you Egypt, you are experienced. Say so say 7 tournaments na wukoni. So you should know better. Say like friend say Argentina for no omo that form. Me like me who no boni bia say Argentina akol media I don't see anything. Me who say kwan no so na omo afa no omo the idea say you have to blame yourself. Say your friend say bia one way. Okay, what about say go other way round? Na come back and you see the Egyptian they didn't fall at all.
Let's look at the Brazilian national team, right?
Mm-hmm.
After Brazil won the 2006 World Cup, right? They have not gone. The furthest they've gone to the semifinals when they hosted in 2014. They've not gone past the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
In some instances, what is wrong with the Brazilian national team?
Mm-hmm. The Brazilian national team, I think it's orientation. Yeah, like some of the players they call into the national team. Like I just can't phantom. Like Neymar, someone like Neymar. Neymar, the meaning said the time is finished. No matter what, whether or your darling boy or your doing, for nice time perform because you are Neymar, yeah, the way and our coach, mistake I mean, make us why he said he left Jao Pedro, Jao Pedro because Jao Pedro was on form. He was like over on form and kata. So leaving Jao Pedro now on far it didn't like it was a wrong decision. It to me a match this match. Normally one of the good stage matches on match. Now they needed Jao Pedro in that match. To me say match with the na say so because of like minimum that players no being like it's who like team the orientation didn't go well for me. And media make coming and come ma Ancelotti time kaka. Not like on fan rebuild because there are a lot of defense and talent to one bit tonight. But on match against defense team Vikings for Norway, make at me say Brazil can never win that match because in the history Brazil have never beaten Norway before. They've met like five times or what. Brazil have never won before. So me I knew that match would be tough for Brazil.
It's just your team,
Meteoka.
Yeah, that's what joining in. Yeah, starting of Brazil.
Yeah, Meteosu.
So just starting of Brazil for us. So what is wrong with the Brazilian national team? 1994 Muji World Cup. 2006 Muji World Cup or Germany. Musaji World Cup. Muji World Cup or Germany. No 2002 Mukoji or Japan Korea. 2006 France Yomufimu. 2010 another European team Yomufimu. 2014 you call one almost semi-finals ma if anything Germany could show almost 7-1 when we drop it out. European teams have been beating them consistently, like back to back ma. What is wrong with the Brazilian? Like when we were growing up, right? Brazilian national team were the darling team. Every young boy would want to be like a Brazilian player, like Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Denelson, and Robinho, like Ronaldinho, even. What is wrong with the Brazilian national team now?
Okay, wechia etiefoɔ ne me colleague no. Brazil asɛm deɛ wohu sɛ mede ka kyerɛw sɛ Brazil no players na ɔbobɔ din nyinaa they earned their place in the team no on merit. those players are good, you know. You can't tell me say obeji omo ofie. But and then, you know, me who is Carlo Ancelotti pa me hwe ne pedigree na. Me can say ono na ma team no am progress. Yes,
Are you sure?
I said that
Oh, yes.
because
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Now you
What
can
is it?
you can blame
Oh,
Carlo.
sure.
You can blame Carlo for this.
Carlo ne pedigree na oma pressure fan is by force. I quite say a chroma for na the players on fan tournament no. That is why I'm telling you say is the reason why team no performing. Because me can Lucas Paqueta say go away. Me kra me nkita coaching lines that Paqueta guy no. Me man Bobby da. He plays like there's nothing at stake.
But the Brazilian midfield.
Mhm.
So you Lucas Paqueta Fiua, who will be a creative midfielder in that midfield?
Listen, go to the Brazilian league. Are you telling me say a whole Brazil as a nation? Omo league na say GF dey ni bi nipa ba ko be ka say na e be mo wa 7 goals na e mo wa 6 goals ni bi o. Brazilian league na league kitwa o. It's what you can jam it.
But what I'm saying is, in a mama example, we Brazilian midfield now, apart from Lucas Paqueta, who else wanna build now who feel say he will be in a better position to play in that midfield other than Lucas Paqueta? Just let me know.
The truth is, I don't know much about the Brazilian league. I don't know much about it. And to me, can say A and a B. But me say the reason a Brazil national team I saying because they relied on names like Ayebida din kwa na deba tournament no. Wayebi pen ti yemfa nko. Waje ni pen. Casemiro wayebi pen waje ni din ti yemfa nko because season ni be we call Man U no form na wo soro. Lucas Paqueta no call West Ham no ye we dia fa nko Neymar there emre bi kran ke ye kwaje na opra ye ntino ntina ma Germany kra share 7 ntino we dia anya we the last tournament ye fa nko ya de ye fa nko sa player was the goal contribution kwa 30 goals a season ye ja no.
Let's Yanka Casemiro asemo. Oh, you're selecting Casemiro no. And I make catch my dafu be say. Me and Man Uni, right? I'd rather pick Andre Santos to play in the Brazilian. I'll pick Andre. Man, you know, shine. But we are going to a tournament, right? Proper tournament. Ubo Bruno Guimaraes, any Casemiro. You don't have any creative in that center. In this only creative for center. Your only option is to play Lucas Paqueta. And you can't tell me that Lucas Paqueta is the starter. Is a midfield starter for the Brazilian national team. And the team, Ubushia team, Papa Bia, on the show.
Who say Paqueta? No, I just don't know why.
Did not have to do anything better. No way did not have to. And no money as on Baye, BBS Rabia. They just breeze
like
yes. They just breeze the Brazilian national team. And what is the way forward for the Brazilian national team? Like Mr. Johnson, we are not about success. I mean, him say, Nipa not supporting Brazil or Obeba show so, but I know maybe starting Brazil as well. But
I go to
Mr. Johnson, now success because we should give Don Carlo time. I fully agree with that. Like he's so experienced manager that pressure never far. No, but apart from Neymar, right? Apart from Joao Pedro, right? I felt like the team was still in a perfect shape and a perfect condition to probably have done more. And Sister Kauman, Norway show. What is the way forward for the Brazilian national team, Mr. Johnson?
I think say even the last match against Norway, I think Carlo now who say he needed a creative midfielder. I think the last match only Martinelli be about 10. No, he felt say Onyago man, so he should continue. Frankly speaking, man, were disappointed me in this tournament. Yes, were disappointed me because even the last match against Norway, if he had enough confidence, or ball name or 10, it would have been far better than Sam Martinelli. Don't need it now. What I say. So Carlo, no, I think I may be. Or he's a club manager or managing clubs at more than national teams, countries, and so make us say we know. Make us say first, even though he's he's an experienced manager, but make us say inexperienced because he has not been to such tournaments, sir. But what an American, and if he is given enough time, then he should be the manager we know. He shouldn't allow the people to dictate for him. If goalkeeper near a deserves or so on because Brazil national team no some players earlier no they did something to me say but any you know be any way to make say or achiever Casemiro never say but you say those players individually they could create something for you individually they could win trophies. By way, you need a team of my teamwork then and going forward then we should concentrate on the Brazilian league because I still believe say there are better players in the league so onya best 6, 7, 8 people not the foreign ones kakra if I say mono definitely because they have it. They have the materials, but I don't know why. And that is why I'm saying that maybe in quote inexperience, I will quote in the side and I'm an abanisa. So probably enough time.
Don't call inexperience
as in national teams. National team World Cup managing a tournament like this. Bibi sana me patchre and yes be a can experience and say coach is a coin now na keka say senior man but me can say tournament kitwe be say no because no way they didn't have to they didn't have to struggle they didn't at all because the Brazil team no in fact sometimes Gabriel Magalhaes be share the line no Marquinhos number bi onu so number bi say e chiro ina nye
na first go no buy no first go to buy now. I'm share player who say Gabriel up say Asema Babio. You can't allow this guy to beat you in the league so many times, and then we come to the national team
and he's bullying you.
And he's bullying you. He's bullying you again. You understand? Success now. Because there's influx of a lot of Brazilian players in the foreign leagues. That is why that problem is there for the Brazil. I don't buy it because then times not players and I am players and boom Ronaldo no money na boy Europe. First na Brazil number 8 because Brazilians were just full of wingers and then attacking players. You understand? First Brazil keeper crowd. The only Brazilian keeper who say why they did that. In a race, probably recently, Julio Cesar, probably Edison, Allison. They didn't even produce good keepers or even better defenders. Defenders are more creative, probably Roberto Carlos and also say Cafu on the left and right, and Maicon. Those kind of players, you understand? I think that they're giving the same excuse, but also young man don't call time. Do you think how long can Brazil go without winning another World Cup? Like they'll be fed up. Like how long can they go without winning another World Cup? Now you're Brian they can
go a very long way. Yeah, I believe, but because maybe I make say your friend say I always say this. Like Mr. Johnson, which means to me share my year. We say Obiana obey ni na ebia obebu mpembezobi, but most of the time 80% show by year that no or that okay. And that's all obenya be show like you are okay. Like we say oba no hwe no do baby a obetumi abone bra, which means then American. National teams like younger we na woman no that is the problem I'm having with the friends Ghana FC. They know the end we no and I support that Mr. Johnson kind league the because you can't tell me say in the Brazilian league when you like extraordinary like a friend saying we going to be a number because Colombia team whereby 5 of their players came from the Brazilian league. 5 if we by it is the outside of 5.
I said Ghana to say 2 players.
It is just the same league no there are potentials in it. It's mo when you call na mo say oh say ma enu call ha say e be say like e share yam call anu mu ni we no omo graduate ni kakra we can find one or two prospects we able to me e dey o maka impenifo na wo ka say like omo foreign na e dey o mbeka ho a we easily gel and then we move on. Mind you, who experienced coach like Don Carlo. Obia Ferry name. Obia Ferry name. Imagine say in Colorado.
I say, of course, over name and in Colorado, no be I say no be to try and piano.
Oh, but name manage your whole day. Don Carlo, what media to me one yard. Also, or stamping authorities and patcho. Maybe I will do the patcho name my day because it's just a name. Me name my day. Even Tama name okay no about Barcelona now, but Oko PSG, you know, like I didn't like his style of Brazil in about. I didn't like his style of play at all.
Brazil.
Into the way forward, no. Don Carlo, Oman in new comedy, it's a man, no. And I said the contract now or renew or man this stadia. That is the way forward. That they make to me to know for make a chance say like Oman in new conquer. Not like a friend saying, oh, Babuti, where they're bad, there are one or two women or Faka one, but the way forward, that's
Casemiro out, Marquinhos is okay. Marquinhos also should go. Kosu, Otiminka. Mitunka. Na Brazil, na asem na ye kina. What do want to me? Na Eban saying, Yankwe.
Oh, Mechia will be
I do.
Let me chill be also or shame. I will be the fan or shame. Yeah, it's one of those things. Competition there by all means. Ubia hopes and aspirations and Ubia so Enyayanka. No, but at the end of the day, Nipa Baku ni baby, and then the Nipa Baku we Uya Hushia ADA. And you know, as not success can. There are one or two flaws with the Brazilian team, and there are also one or two qualities in the Brazilian team. Made me hope they say Omone Angelotti, any long-term project, as we always preach. Momo Nkase, maybe Omudu, Omo expectations, wasn't met, Omo Babe, if you heard him, because he has the eyes, he has the vision, and there should be a little transition with some of the players. And you and I know, say they're not going to come in the next 4 years. And I say, even any competitive Brazilian game beyond Bebubia, there are some couple of players this was their last competition that they're not going to come again. And then now I'm building with players say no, who's future now, it's quite disappointing, but share comparison with some of the teams out. Say Brazil, although they had a name, they had a brand, they fell short somewhere compared to teams like France, Belgium, and quite a few. It's, football as I know they a bit to me CDA. I never one say they were struggling and the untimely exits by I take consolation in that, and then I know say Brazil it's a powerhouse when it comes to soccer. They're going to do their homework and get everything necessary for the future of the team. Because Brazil, the last time won such competition, which was the World Cup, was in 2002. It's been over 20 some years, and after that, they produced quality players. Ubiad himself and almost generation and as almost time, and so I say because almost J 2002 they almost fading away because records need be break. Our cost on there, and I say full breaking. Happen during the era of Brazil for as I say no. We share sending records na corner sending a new corner. You could see say Brazil Dino Ghana time you did what I was say a 5-time African champion. Now, the last time Ghana J Cup 81, but we just living on past glory, which I don't want Brazil to follow that trend. I know say it's going to take some hard work to come back because Brazil is Brazil and football is Brazil too.
And last one on Brazil. Did you feel like Neymar should have come to the World Cup?
Oh, of course, obviously, he should have been included. And Neymar age, before, no, I don't know what should have kept him out of the World Cup. So Lukaku were World Cup, other than Neymar is World Cup. Yes, all but Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi World Cup, other than Neymar is World Cup. Yes, all but.
Let's guys say Moody did I used to bow.
And Patrick.
Asamoah Gyan, oh yeah, no yeah. I say Asamoah Gyan, Asanka is someone that up to. You know, they should tell you how this kind of players are. They don't just carry it away because of him. They want something. They want something for their country. How long do you strive? It doesn't matter how old. Pushing and as an endorsement on piano. I beg to give out with that person.
Matty, Yenko and the games, you know, so Yenko and Switzerland reached the quarterfinals for the first time on a shootout with Colombia. Who wins that game? Let's start from the last game so that we end with the France-Mexico game. Kosu, Mami starting field, so Argentina, Switzerland.
Okay. Oh, you know, I have soft spot for the South American teams. I don't know why. And as Messi, a woman, you know, we want the game to be beautiful. Like no hard feelings for Switzerland. They've done well, and it's not going to be a walk in the park for Argentina, like how our ABN were expecting, because Switzerland is also prepared and give them a run for their day. You know, I would love and I would want Argentina to progress. I want Messi to do something like why you be to me and as but just our blueprints in a bit generations on generations to get it eroded out. So what I say, you know,
any blueprints in there?
What's it?
Blueprints in there, any day.
What's it? Oh no.
Yeah, blueprints, babe.
May I to say you don't know what is happening? Like,
oh no, I don't.
We don't know. We don't know.
Blueprints. Now we use the blueprints, babe.
We don't know the blueprints.
Obesa World Cup we are home. Now I am back to back. Now you watch me. Why are we me ISR? No, I sound so.
Brazil
and so Brazil
Brazil are back to back that. Brazil are World Cup back to back that.
Yeah, come a new generation. Yeah, come a new generation. As I'm na can. Generation. Yeah, come
mo kauna ye we Egypt na ye mude no mo kasa ngrofo no Qatar na ye we Egypt na ye mude no mo kasa ngrofo no because they are can nyina no analyze the game na I saw we are bias but there yeah
Azuma Nelson did your cassette or Utiminka.
Metonka.
Yeah, so Azuma Nelson, one of the interviews, I say, so or no, only Ubuni Eko Kwa. There's no way Obe Pese, Obe and Ram, Obe knocking Nipane out like the maximum is around 6. And you can say Adam because I say a co unanimous decision by all means they take a a bad judge in favor of the because he don't come to the ring. He does not come to the ring with the judges and as a referee. The judges and as a referee. So when you are knocking somebody out, knock them out. Man, give you chance, Nipano and fight back because the moment I go no, I be draw no, you the favorite. So what I say, and it has something that it has been running with the African country because there are so many course via a course of Argentina and Egypt game now it wasn't right. But at the end of the day, no, who to me as an reverse, almost to me, so to me reverse. It is a who come and right and straight. I'll go for Argentina any day.
So you're going for Argentina any day. Mr. Johnson, my main foul, my yeah, Norway versus England. Norway versus England. Norway's first time at the quarterfinals, beating Brazil. England, superb performance against Mexico. You understand? I thought they were going to lose that game, but it shows once again why Thomas Tuchel probably is a top manager. Managed the game so well. England versus Norway. Thoughts on the game, like analyze the game now, especially is between Erling Haaland and then Harry Kane. Who will come top that day? Probably England has a slight advantage, but you might not know what will happen. But for England, you know, winning the encore.
I want to send Egypt match. One person make. I said, "What do we need to me? One person make a bit."
So yeah, remember where 1 minute now I just show you.
England no I did be a make a search and to me the baby more I see Okroya. But the thing is, Norway before the tournament, personally, I didn't give them any chance at all. That's now more Ellen Odegaard and Bergman, like I knew say
Bergman, yeah.
My mom more chance, more chance, crab because Haaland there, but I wanted to see the real him without those support now. Manchester City, Dortmund, and person who say, "Oh, bit me in one." And hey, guy, not stress, he's up there. Frankly speaking, this is the first time in my life. First time I imagine it me.
Yeah, he's the player of the tournament.
Yeah,
for first time.
I now believe him. I now believe him.
No way, bro. No way.
I now believe.
No way.
Him. Because last 4 years, for instance, like I was like, when I'm winning the country, when I'm for one World Cup, and when I'm when these are good, but I will not wait for somebody to tell me this is the first time. I just trust this guy. Okay, and the second goal, when he got the ball, I was like, I could see there's no support. There's no support over there.
Yes.
Me one is he just locate one corner. So Haaland there, in fact, he has proven to me saying indeed he's there. The only problem Michelle or team now they don't have the just as the English guys have. They don't have the names. What they have above the English guys is teamwork, unity, cohesion. They have all these things. And that is one thing, very basic in terms of football. And any team that has it, no matter the class of players so all those three things it's possible. Say you will win your game. And in terms of player to player, we analyze. The English guys are ahead, but what the team need more. You see what the last game in the group stages against France, and they lost. So I was like, but next match, when they fielded their players again, they proved say indeed they are great players. And England, any Norway match in the a very, very tough, easy.
Me in China no. Osho match against Italy. Time I'm go Italy home. Or na me say team
no, I really don't follow them because So na o can when say what follow omo but me wanna me share them follow omo sir because na me big name bia wom apart from Haaland and Odegaard and Odegaard so I know him say only do nya ball betwa no sir on hwee so me na me share that nje omo ndi sir but this time around omo prove say indeed these guys they are great and it's omo in very tough game and easy say obi ka say be 2 minutes I'll be so but then English guys you know on so omo no omo ball no te speaker zongo boy awako ni ball bozonde Monday morning football no takasi and into really this mistake omo fa won win that is one thing but if football will be we sing good praise and good song for the day there and I believe so man say that surprise on that day will go for Norway. The surprise on that day these guys know themselves too well.
Mamima success also in fact Spain versus Belgium. Spain versus Belgium. So give me the be some way about Ben there. Spain Belgium success first I give no.
So Belgium.
Yeah.
That match in there it will go down to tactical play.
Yes.
They cut down to tactical play because me share versus Spain, only Portugal now. Like when I say Portugal, they were a bit sluggish on the day because Spain, even though so more young players, they don't have that much experience. They say now Portugal team no more players more experience the ball. They rely on to say more tactics now coach actually and immediately when you say a person say we player Moreno. Who saw no guy
Yes,
will be the game changer for.
Yeah.
They can say you will be the game changer for Spain. Only about no share na because like a band but against Belgium this is a side here. Like they don't want to give in because I feel when almost imagine say their golden generation couldn't do anything. So they too person will be and you see how they've taken a new path. Kevin De Bruyne at the bench. Kevin De Bruyne at the bench. We've told you, say, Tema, they will say, oh yeah, your friend say, a midfield maestro, they win. But we want to win something for you, so they relax it. Now, big teams from bad now, except Portugal. Like, the catch Ronaldo. You see how I did a year mouth to say, Argentina, we want to do this thing for you. So please, we will be starting you from the way. Ronaldo, Obeji World Cup not event. That is what your friends say Belgium team. Some of them players you say integral part like you're more mass transport and I like your friends say you're blending in with new way of that's why you share 2 goals against your friends against USA. Like a friend saying, and they no more born brand me first time I'm home. It's na player always, but who need a friend saying
Obosia so is yeah.
But I have me said that in the dinner. And now on the day of USA like Balogun there red card where my pressure the turn so. You know the but some match there it will go down to a predicted 1-0 win. A bad thing. Your better go make idea.
Will Morocco shock the world today? Can Morocco shock the world today? Can Morocco do what they couldn't do 4 years ago? They could not beat France 4 years ago. Can they beat France today? Can Morocco beat France today? Or will Morocco beat France today?
It will be tough. It will be very, very, very tough. To me, see my master so we win World Cup with Air France. Because I mean, chef France, your friend is saying, like ball, like tactical play, like the way coaching players, no anyway. This is an American. N'Golo Kante mu na ati bench o. But no N'Golo Kante mu na ati bench. Yeah, the Inter Milan player now, or striker I'm raping. Oh, but Inter Milan, that black guy, you know,
no Thuram.
Thuram. Nobody has noticed. Oh, Marcus Thuram is on the bench and no one has rep of them taking notice there. Marcus Thuram is part of the team because the team is solid. Like squad depth, like a door, way free man. Like it's time I say your friends in Morocco and on the break, from the winning match there. I believe in the miracle of football. Like say, luck be bad, and I say, yeah, but steady, I'm who find many fan there on paper. It will be very difficult.
On paper, it's going to be very difficult.
Very difficult.
But Kosovo, someone in the field, so we are not playing paper today. We are playing field today, especially at the Boston Stadium. Can Morocco or would Morocco shock the world today? Kosovo. Would they wash your boy check? Sometimes we know DH in here, but they always say the Albert Kabia now beam. And if I'm a quay, Kabibia, when say the Albert Kabia and the final Kabibi.
No, online break you.
Yeah, Nami Bisa say na. Can Morocco shock the world today? Or will Morocco shock the world today? Can Morocco do something today? Otimika. Oh, still on Timika. Mr. Johnson, Mami. Okay. Go.
Petro African and as a African papa as. Otimika.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Ola get crack.
Yeah,
nice.
You know, because it's yeah, because Kosovo no on your patriotic on your say but mini success that kind it will be a miracle.
I mean Jimmy
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello, Mitonka. I don't know why your feed is lagging, but Mitonka. Yeah, it's Mr. Johnson. Yeah, Morocco in France. No. Yeah, Morocco in France and Shadia.
Okay. Ode onim se mame for me ni tente na me nkofa wo fa se for no mra. So
Morocco so am be dem awo ba de yenkwe.
And the fact I'm no prekwan why na wonim se umpenifo no ye ka masema no boye no. Kusi kwan ni na anye intermat traffic.
Ye Morocco ni we o de next obehwe should abo de we ka later na obeka wasem. Ye Morocco no na obetimi akọ.
David kana min kam dia sa kana min sika wo we ye gene mazia kana min kam dia kana min wrap up.
No. Ye Morocco no na yenko.
Okay, me Morocco no ane me take be 2 minutes be on Portugal and Argentina. Okay, so Morocco they are really doing well. Our tournament team. That on midfielder no onya injury. My last match no. I don't know if he's fit. I didn't check before coming to the show. Until me and confirm it.
You will not be available. You will not be available.
So you mean the striker, right? They are striker.
No, it's the midfielder. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's the striker. He's their striker.
He's the striker.
No, uniform no de.
No, he's not the striker. No. Me can number 8 jersey. Number 8 jersey. Me can more Sabari or someone. I'm not talking about that.
Okay. Are you available?
Yes. That guy one pin corner. One dangerous player there or midfield. So we when man can watch a goal. It is all the when two strikers and should be bra. Obi say no more fetch. Now I be goal. It's back money. Last match and he scored 2 goals. Our game no. Now France deadly team. To send na ye kanu. Omo bench kra no. Another country in starting 11. But you see, tournament way actually back on. I knew the World Cup with the France there. without any doubts. After my game against Paraguay, I noticed no. Some of frustrated but they can't play.
Especially against Norway, right? If Norway played all their sets, right? In France will be sure.
Sure.
That game,
Exactly.
that game, me catch who say some match no. Me momu who say France be fan France be Paraguay easy grab because Paraguay be map France a run for his money.
Yeah, but you just hold it to us.
So and until Nebama say we been winning and I say we been so Morocco too, they are very hungry because last year performance it took this same team and eliminate them around and this same team but they are now more deadly than last 4 years because with the addition of Olise our midfield in wink one that guy is so is this same guy na Crystal Palace and it's in terms of a success kind of ball on paper no on paper they were in terms of football on paper two I do to because and we dey win because we dey we na Argentina she be 5 na so be win na ball no more thing and the game in fact share game the Brazil team ni dey tete fans na tete am didi ho sa o anya team papa bi anything share on paper say na maka no dia and Quebec say France but you see these Moroccan guys are poised to win and really sensing some form of surprise be today because these guys it's like they want to win what you some one prime minister be kind.
Oh, we are not here for Africa. We are here for Morocco. Yeah, they are not playing for Africa. We're not ready for that.
Exactly. Bro. Yes, it's Africa. There, safety. I mean, Africa for the side. When Timmy
go fire off us for the boy. Go fire off us for the boy. Because just go fire off us for the boy.
Don't say to Pacho. There be Pacho. Don't say oh. Kosovo person tie ma me wie ada na wote sa ti ayi o she Argentina
besa ka back bro that be besa ka back man Carlos Queiroz to Ghana I mean really if anything na me paragraph be okay the future of the Black Stars will not be built on the pitch will not be built only on the pitch. The Black Stars success must start on the field by creating the best possible environment to prepare, protect, and develop Ghana's extraordinary football talent. Now, coach, now, Felix, I said, na no come on because can I say we be na me dey no but Kodia, Carlos Queiroz no feel on temtem na yonkwe.
Hey, Julius, I catch you, yeah, Ghana some dey.
Because like I say, you buy.
Mechen one nti sa asem nkwa dia mechen
because when ye France and Morocco no ye France and Morocco no na ye team ketekweku ni Ghana football
na make na media success me supporting ya no kind about France and Morocco it would be like comparing apples and oranges at this time say there are surprises in football, yeah, but you say the dear France will need to do or or say a council or more say will be a call. And how are Paraguay for boy and the national Sana Morocco for a ball on match. So say there again, South Americans, they play with some kind of strength. Although ube show moves or more show no unfound so. Mbappe Beckham says, yes, you shed your born tuxedo, I have born tuxedo. Yes, you're born say or wrestling field and so it's almost a dynamic. So and something about France and Morocco, they say almost bought the same kind of football, but France is a bit ahead of Morocco. Which means Morocco for almost France for.
I got you. I got you.
Just imagine say one oba akwa there, and as one master akwa there. Possibility say ube to me beat you master no. It's meager, it's sharp, but football they be to me see. And France for also no. By 10 minutes, no more, they are in control of the game already, and they have plenty alternatives. So about the critical, they have play. What's the last me say in Golo Kante or Kawan or Bobby and also Abefa Mbakubi.
Yeah.
So what I say, like a proper holding midfielder or the bench. So it's in excesses. I mean, I say Morocco copies are out. Okay, Bia and France and okay, Bia Morocco cofa baby Bia. They might once again come to the semis, no, in a row. But fingers crossed. Bibia to me see football on paper, on the pitch, statistics, superstition. Sanya Debia can Bibia to me see. But Medio Busamia, in my honest opinion, I'm not sure say Morocco can beat France in any day, especially at this time of the work, at this stage of the World Cup. France will also per se almost make history again and answer because they have the players.
Yeah, they do.
And in Mbappe, no, per se, or J Golden Boot, no. And then so and they World Cup, and then that's a Osha 3 goals. Possibilities will be baby chow, no, at high because only competing they're still in the game. And by all be advance. It's one advance and then now Golden Boot dream, and it's going to cash short it.
Yeah.
He's going to overplay himself. He's going to carry the team on his shoulders. And as usual, Olise, so no, he's going to come out. He's going to come out. Like on my friend, a silent killer. So Obeba no abani na Obaba at IFA. I hear me say Morocco, Asia, France. Dear, but Ebemo so BB again. Now, moving forward, no, Morocco, like. You and I know how they've performed, how they deserve to be there. But asking, say they will move forward, that's the question mark.
Portugal on Saturday. France and then Paraguay on Saturday. Yet teams I don't know. And then if any say, I think our customer like I've realized say France moves a Paraguay, they quickly have to change their style so that they can also match them boot for boot. In that they do say go boot for boot, Paraguay with me advance back normally right game new flow. Now Paraguay were moving forward, they were creating like chances, but and I was like see how too much so say realizing say no, if you have to play boot for boot there, it's going to be very difficult for. It was very difficult for Paraguay. And then I will
the only team able to stop France is Argentina. Trust me.
I think even that is good. Nah, it's like say France, Argentina. It's going to be a walk in the path for France. France best show be 6-0.
Din, Papa. The France, Argentina, see how you be
France, Argentina.
France, they are only weakness. France only weakness in this competition. Meeting South American countries.
No, but they will win. France will win.
The only team I bet to me has stopped France is Argentina. We'll mark it on the wall.
Okay, Marty.
But all in all, like France, like Oma building home from like
yes. Now I thought I thought in 2000 they had like in 1990 no more squad. I thought say probably in 2000 or Muji Euros, and I thought they had a squad. But this crop of players, right?
Yeah, until Champions League, until Champions League, like quarterfinals, the late Champions League session. Sanka, Nipa be dreaming. Yes, say na. I just say be a new football, and I say a deep football. Now, go be break and say that Nipa friend Olise.
I think that we need like a 30-minute show, right? For compare France squad in 1998, any 2000 against squad way like in the past 3 years now, 2028, our Moji 2022, Omuko Kata. Anyway, I think that we need to compare. Yeah, like a better squad. I think that I will draft something and then like we'll sit down and discuss. Yes, and we'll discuss that. Near Brazil national team, so comparing those generations. Near saying well, what is the difference? Near we also Bagana. Yes, Bagana. Maybe are you? You're Bagana for
Like
this.
one bagana one comment here.
Remember, and also me the BBA to so fair they say almost say Ghana football deserve better. Ket must go. Only concern you to know only omo ya adwen ana.
Concern you to know more casino. I say the the principles and I say the guidelines they govern or
No. Because oh they to as well.
It's the American. Like I'm not in support with Enkusi. So the person me try to say a genuine call by Enkusi.
It's born in yasa. Ghana born in yasa.
Sana be Enkusi. And then a shall say Kusi Nyanti must go. So Kusi Nyanti na your catchers on. Enkusi be Enkusi until say ni see no esia okoye. And I can't quite west like me who said describing so it's to save my breath and not to get angry. That was our show is but the make a Ghana for say like I said offer a boy or two about or so Mr. Johnson would you be wait here to give you the possible unless you tell your boy
pineapple do kakra.
Is your the temper cut through? The temper cut through.
What's then on ABA in New Ferry. The only thing that he could do is a New Ferry Beman. I resign. So my resign. Send a company, Jimmy Busia for Hone and your mind to my resign. Make a coach Nasam Nasa no or the baby leader.
The coach Nasam. Mammy read the paragraph no kind or say the future of the Black Stars will not be built only on the pitch. The Black Stars success must start on the field by creating the best possible environment to prepare, protect, and develop Ghana's extraordinary talent. In admission, we have the talent.
That's right.
But we don't have the environment to nurture those talents. What is that environment that he's talking about?
Minim say who was our food on the world how they talk so about NSC. Yeah, Kumasi Sports Stadium.
Stadium.
Grass.
Unim say me can't get I say na me person me refer say baby I go 2 miles no. Say who grass no masan tantra and cry your community asemo.
It's make sure one thing about make one thing about Morocco na you na you say Morocco free sky mu ne buy omo yard there na you say Morocco yard there na there. So Morocco had a long-term policy plan.
Yes.
Where to the extent say
because the now is that because now we now free menu muza adi abi ba be kan attitude upon sign black we Ghana DF now we free menu muza
no waka memo waka what say enye na no mo sha see o ebia sese na aba nisu aye hu ni say aba nisu. Ghana has always been ahead of so many African countries.
So many.
So what I say, even when it comes to sports, and Ghana na obi ko kun boxing no yes car or the ball country ni bosia e de ko class
sardine but yeah last when na Akufo-Addo ne betia papa na ka sen ka still body papa de ka
calculate here is so when it comes to sports like Ghana any sports no I'm even sure say sports is ahead of politics Ghana be boa
it's
the only thing
me ba kromano na me di soccer like football ko echi won but because of my instinct for sports, right? You see I me pay American football, me pay basketball. That's like right. I follow a lot of sports just because in our canon because yes sports so much say baby I be rebiano you say you dey gym what I say yes
because it's accessible last night Bini Pebi catch them so I remember my family ya cover sports the other business and then I say pick a ball or say pick a ball
pick a ball
or say I guess a tennis, anything.
Tennis, but yes, it's nice, nice.
Yeah, they win every competition and sporting competition, being it Olympics, yeah. So what I say, because they engage. But Ghana crowd, ya narrow adena performer my who say no, yeah, you to me yeah boxing and soccer. Adena yeah channel yeah and conquests side honor. Because talent in there, as you said, may sure say yeah the ball Mr. Johnson. One boy the tactics.
No, but Mr. Johnson Onimbobo.
I didn't know Nimbo, not like 1 to me and 5 I'm share or TV. Success say, yeah, sure say, obey me the attorney chest, not the attorney hat, no above big crack. Also, so be able to me. But
Okasa also say, I not be fair. Uni.
Wait me, I conversation here have and can I say you move back home. Ex player, will be like one ball when your first division and I say second division because you know like we're capable, but structures in any honum, environments in any honum, near see a day any honum. To the extent say your qua near quack or they only come in when it's cooked to come and eat. As a kind, say them I have indicated. Once a president so I say players no be your honor and you cry a friends and national anthem no cry. Almost tumpua. There's no passion in saying they don't even know the words, they're just like miming.
Match of players bang.
What's it?
Players bang.
Oh, Jordan, you saw Atlantic 20 years. Only one like Rato.
Jordan, you know France. Now SM cry a woman according to me tonight. Jordan, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson. I mean, Charlie, what is everybody actually? Mr. Johnson. Asem now person bad. Asem now person can ready.
After me am I say o reserve ko kasa. Man how enkusi.
Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson pato kata why? Mr. Johnson pato kata. Mr. Johnson kata why? Kata. Yebi a be tie ye boy de kum Francis pato kata.
Now man kwa mbo na emi.
What the mama kaka. In fact, maybe too some part of the commentary. I agree with him. But you see, Ghana, no, I would say, you know, a crony film, no, talent in the Ghana ni bia or talent. Oh, Ghana ni mo beti my baby. But you say, you know, ya wo na dey cry ma okwan, and you can't blame them because they saw say boy dey bia fa so e dey e wo so. Nti dey bia ya dem na me ne enkola bi ka sama me ka che say if we had a proper football system, it be a proper and say it say na Morocco for years say ya. Now I'm sure say by now I was not footballer. The reason I make us and say you know I wanted to be a player, but me hwe baby a loophole wanna be a how dey make me be abono. Me say na me right back. Juju me boys and area when na still be hu say me nimbo me like masa. Na me shift say me I was so milika dey me call ban me ete. Me yes na for dem the ball no me too mu. Until say yeah babe call I think national service. And they make train on me. And ever since I started playing as a striker, me who say after me, you know, say na what power question. Hey, and I say where are you? Then I notice say, hey, if I had a proper a coach and a proper a friend is saying to be a mentor, me say boy, any city sabro for more my most more than a course or uncle training. Oh, why not papa what times obedi with it? So if I had somebody me say no, this is your strength. This is your weakness. Rebecca, the last time me tell Lewandowski. Lewandowski said, no, you're a defender. No, you do well up front. And then you hear Lewandowski, the whole world knows him. What I say? Since Ghana not problem the juju. Can't mean solve it. Behind me solve it. The only person who won't be any man penny. Or no, so I know so yet. Into no me kasa ebe kan wa ha no ebe the only person obetimi aye hu bibi because and they say the last time we discuss and flying on the ticket of GFA any other things so because omunya no more team on say yeah kasa radio so na there we know about tactics coach ama we am that is a problem in this country maybe bibi fan it is and obi wa brochi no send usika oya what I say obi am odwuma bi oya de bi na untimi nka adenti na wo say ba ne sa because you do was play more every day more per diem be $200 nti enu nti ene e ma ye enso so wo ba betena o show so na o criticize a Crystal Palace 1-1 what do you know about football coach mo you see that's the problem we have now nti ene coach dey in statement be to abonti ene ya quickly no maba say coach ni kon resign he just wanted to thank Ghana but the coach dey buy then let say kon resign then let say coach will resign it's like we are always in a haste always in a haste because yeah Juju this football people opa my yankasa they will go and vote again they will go and improve his contract to the extent say I bet me akobet 30 years kra and then mami misa o Ghana 8 year kan wa AFCON be 4 times e be call all because we are not ready to make sure and it is a person in really office there then yama no kure enye adwuma anything that I catch I don't do politics they be am because into wo na wo bi because me nya emotional person then me did say obetimi anyema ene nanado ono so wanye and it is say me hu say ada enye ye bim yes because ono na me did so oye rough like oye rugged person o de me ba tie mami wanye because nipa no ben no obi ben Julius yeah the enya say me hwe ni ma kate because of ben nka that is your problem and it's your mind do ye da I want to miss na do anya na we na be ye onye as what me can want onye that is it is like amambo na Ghana na scripted we ba no be this emunu no ko and ba obi an ko school na so journalist better radio station obi catch say ya friend na ye ka coach na say na we coaches what do you know about football until we free education ko ni sen your problem what do problem e Ghana mpacho na me wie no mpacho me wie na me wo asemi abeka kakra eno no in the first ma ye nyina hwe na ye hwe Argentina Portugal and so many bua bi ekoso say Portuguese team didn't play for Argentina playing for Messi okay I wanted to believe it until after the exit of the Portuguese team and I mean say they will continue to suffer unless Gaiman free team and say or say before him Portugal had no trophy he came and then they now have 3 Julius
it's true
ejuma me no ikra ye
truth is one Cristiano
he didn't win anything for anybody
Cristiano Ronaldo still remains the greatest Portuguese player.
No, so question. I don't know. Obi here say be no person be kasa. No, me person who me person no. The case be na member.
Okay.
That is the reason why you say some players are not playing for people and others are playing for others because more na teamwork. We and we are going to manage ball center and concoction. Some people do it. What can I say? Share even Euros, you know, Yendi that say didn't go came. Was he even on the pitch? He was even on the pitch.
Oh.
When they won that game. But here today he claimed that he is the reason they won that trophy. We understand.
You know, so what? Cristiano Ronaldo still remains the greatest Portuguese player ever. Nobody. This
deserve to win the trophy. They have better players.
This World Cup will not define the legacy of Cristiano Ronaldo. Mami Fauci has also confirmed.
Oh, loser bia ne kasa. Loser bia. Loser bia.
No, say me.
Oluzo say na mo kra me yan me pa ne sa. Sa.
I'm not a loser.
Bia sa no kasa. Ma nya okeka no. Nipa de no wantimi anje. Who say that is a dream? It's a dream for you now because you did this one cannot define your success. My friend, what are you telling me? You have to give team up on any day. Look at them. Look at them. Kindness. Yes, Tinya. No, Nunes. Rafael. Are you telling me these people have?
Rafael Leao, even in AC Milan, he's not even the best player in AC
Milan. It will always let you down.
Don't mention Rafael Leao in this case. He's not a better player. He's not even fit to lace Ronaldo.
Okay, start now. These 4 players, none of them successful passes to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Successful passes. They could not even locate him. Success. Yenka Ghana 7. Ketekruku and Ghana football. Like coach, Yenka no asem real quick na your time ko. Ronaldo asem.
Before make Kasano, or see there are 2 presidents in this country, which is our own president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and Ono Ketekreku. They are the only 2 presidents in Ghana. Now I remember talent.
Yeah.
Ghana has the friend is saying, I brought to be by some Dutch with friend Tom Venom. If it comes to talent, they are talent in the Tom Venom, any new girl ever has a about this holidays and now when you know who's going to collaborate Bobo or sort of talent now, the children were displaying. To say on like the on collaborate but when you and that form that he's playing was bedroom apartment and then Tom Venom owns the biggest football academy in West Africa. Can't a friend say to me near the Emma, your friend said, a friend GF president or and then I'm going to say 5 Dreams FC, right? A friend say right Dreams FC.
I think Lagos it's not Lagos. Yeah, that's a lot of clubs though.
Believe Kasina Nankana and on one players in your league. It's way above na koso. Obeba ni say na akoso. Okoka abedani we wa. We can see in 16 camp they are going to win the AFCON. Almost starting project in 2 years they qualified for their first ever AFCON. And I won't believe you do it. They got to the round of almost there's a round of 16 of the AFCON. Training facilities. Like once a time no much you the year go back no about once a time no much you a friends we no on they are on 18 talent. Now player every 25 years. That's all friend national team man. One like and then I go to me actually. Me can say bit me brother and say those times Ghana no not your team no Ben Kofi will not the 2 on friends Mr. Ben Kofi. The project not the 2 on the project a boy to the extent say like a year to 2010 say even if like how Obi Kra was the person will jail. I didn't because players no who under 20 Black Star crap players you try your fast that time na the day you mu crack under 20 aba they be shemu do finals of the 2010 AFCON. They be an World Cup and they do win. It is so they not premier like obetumi aye lay down on obeka say project will break this success Why don't we sit down and now you have to draw plan? Morocco and they can as Morocco near Channel. Morocco couldn't beat us. Morocco, the channel up conquer a ball Ghana, yes, channel. And then the man Morocco here, almost transit, they plan. Now I heard something not like Mr. Keke. You see, on Mankasa, Moroccan indigenous no more other countries in any one they will. The catch us, maybe I do to Babu or Ghana, I didn't find Ghana as example. The member I know your catch us, oh, you just say Obama, so like Oma, so like holidays, but to me, the number Ghana, not like what about the ball, the fencing, or how about you training and kick out, and that's all to me for them back up. They, the Moroccan, will pay you to train your child over there for them. It's Ghana. What's the last time? Let me ask a question. They said, how? Like, I don't understand. Every time you find your baby do to a extent, say, we can't even qualify for AFCON. Comoros, Comoros. Maybe I say, Commodore Dragon. Comoros to me, Ghana. Quebec.
I think
those are for Quebec. Quebec to me, Ghana. Ghana can't qualify for AFCON.
I think that we need like a proper show to discuss all this, because I feel like the more
very good,
the more we become no, like it's bringing another question from somewhere. I feel like our time too is better.
Yes.
So, you know, proper time now discuss it, and then like we'll bring we'll find time to discuss it. I think the better will be asking. Because we made us pass it, like you brought different insights into the discussion.
But Juju, Pato, I'm talking to one of friends, the radio presenter, Asempa radio presenter. They do two like Obeba a show. Then I'm going to say, I'll to my design flyer and I'm going to
okay.
Nanka, we invite him onto this program.
Sure.
So now Obeya or Musu
Sure. Because we now person Kabibi. We last words here.
So far, so good. Yes, the beauty and when it gets to this stage, that's what we say we're separating the boy from the man.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can see the tournament when they do baby out a cat men. And trust me, it has been a wonderful tournament. It's nice. There's been so many calls by referees. I'm out for no more. I train, but at the end of the day, this is what technology
and like Usa, has been a nice tournament, right? Like you've been to 2 games, right? Like how was it? Like in just 30 seconds, like I've been to 2 games, right? It was an amazing experience for me. Like how was the experience for you? Like
I wouldn't change the experience over anything. Like I'm still overwhelmed. I've not
I know.
No more enjoy power.
What's it?
And then more enjoy power.
This is World Cup. This is World Cup. Every guy's dream say World Cup. World Cup. One of the matches. Impono. Say even if it wasn't Ghana qualify, America high. How much was a Ghana a qualifier? Ghana airball match in India. Like it's a meaning so wait your commentaries in the urban India success. We say on any papa sika boa no somebody from die. Somebody scanning now be World Cup.
Yes.
Am I homeless?
A
car ban. That's what I say. Yeah, because it's expensive access.
Yeah, it
One
is.
trip, right? One trip. One trip abano. Now okay, close to $5,000.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Mama Yankacha still as no.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I don't
have that.
like we can Julius set it time. Now we will talk only about Ghana football and how we move forward.
I know.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been a wonderful experience. It's been like an interesting World Cup. I don't know if there's been any other World Cup apart from this.
World Cup, it's me my red card. Now, yes, I could share because
high stakes, and
Yeah.
I think say may World Cup am I enjoy and I mean also South Africa 2010.
2010.
Yeah, into
Yeah,
way up.
what mommy idea because say okay let's do the World Cups from say certain periods to certain periods and let's see which one okay, yeah, I think that like I'll put some scripts together. I think that we have a lot of things to discuss, so I'll put some scripts together
Right from the organization,
yes,
the country,
yes,
and the teams.
yes,
They get and it's been phenomenal.
yes,
And even the participation of ex-players now almost like every match be a bebu to miss a country no players no.
Yeah.
Ex-figure
like Egypt knew as a winger Vincent El Nani. I was really I was really happy. You know, I was really happy. Yeah, I was really happy. Normally 1 hour and then they did time no pa.
So no a back room.
So no back room.
Okay. Back room.
Me do BBS.
Involvement it was nice. So far. So.
I thank you very much. Thank you guys for coming on the show. Who do you think will win the 2026 World Cup? Can Argentina defend their title? Will France lift another trophy? Can England finally end their decades of heartbreak? Or will Morocco or Norway produce another unforgettable upset? Thank you for watching Conversation Code, where every conversation has a code.